I'm glad to see Rocky Radley looking a heck of a lot better. If you recall, Ron, Shine 75, the attack to Rocky Radley, we found out it was Las Sicarias. At the time, Rocky Radley, Dynamite Didi were scheduled to face the Shine Tag Team Champions, The Coven. And thankfully, to fan-found footage, and I don't exaggerate, Ron, I literally came out after the intermission and said, hey, I heard somebody got footage of this, can you give it to us? And it finally came in a few days later, and ultimately we saw it was the attack from Las Sicarias taking out Rocky Radley. But Rocky looking a heck of a lot better.
Is there anything better than Shine fans? Talk about, it's like the sixth man on a basketball team. You can always count on them. If they can help in any way they can, and they love Rocky.
It's the digital age. That's the beauty of everybody having a camera. But as we already stated, Rocky Radley bringing the experience, but don't underestimate Alivia Rose, because not only is it a young lady with upwards of 4 years in the sport, even though she's only 19 years old, coming to us from New York, but recently enrolling in, pinfall. Enrolling in the dark arts, that's Malachi Black's school. You want to talk about learning and education. I can only imagine how much better Alivia Rose is going to keep getting, and as she applies this front chancery, Rocky Radley's finding out.
They just keep starting younger and younger. You know, before there was only one that you would reference at starting as a teenager, it was always Rey Mysterio. That was just the name that everybody would drop, but it seems to be more and more young talent are finding the sport of professional wrestling earlier and finding their way in, which isn't easy. Good luck finding a trainer that's willing to work with you when you're a teenager. There's a lot of liability, there's a lot of risk.
And it's not very often that a teenager is willing to make the commitment. But that's exactly what Alivia's done. However, as you just saw, with a fantastic escape from Rocky Radley, experience on display, but the young Alivia, not only with a great escape, she's in control again.
I really like what I see here, and so do the fans. I think Rocky a little confused. She's another one. I used to like to just... There was never a good thing said by me about South Florida when it came to professional wrestling, but the talent that we're seeing in Shine and FIP coming out of South Florida is just impressive, and they seem to keep coming.
Oh, boot catching. Rocky Radley charging in. In fact, Rocky looks like she could be out. Alivia has to change the game plan in her mind here, figuring out, what do I do? And that's the thing. This is what makes the difference between a veteran and somebody who's still kind of at that beginning of their career, is knowing how to handle things when something isn't exactly going the direction you wanted. And as I criticize, how good does Alivia look right now?
Alivia is really, really impressive. Beautiful leg drop.
Yeah, that springboard, not enough. We got veteran official Chuck Oren in there.
Good to see Chuck. Congratulations to both his daughter and son for getting big promotions at their job, both law enforcement. Very proud of his kids. Oh!
And Rocky smartly gets out of the way, gets the boot up, catching Alivia. And you see intensity, not just on the face, but in that brutal lariat. Heck, Rocky hit Alivia so hard, Rocky hurt herself.
Yeah, she injured her arm and still trying to... You can see she's favoring that right arm at her side.
Yeah, still has the tape from that attack from Las Sicarias.
What a vicious group of individuals. I mean, just willing to do whatever it takes. You know, I'm all about doing whatever you got to do to get the upper hand, but I'm not about trying to end careers in the process. You know, there's a line, and they crossed it by more than a lot.
I think you're seeing a PO'd Rocky Radley taking it out on Alivia right now. You saw that feint turning into a slap, and now the snapmare followed by a brutal kick. And a handful of hair as well. Rocky, match might have started with a little bit of respect, but I think Rocky's coming unglued here, Ron.
Well, obviously there's a... Oh, no.
Good God.
Face first, but I was worried because it looked like she was turning, was going to be dropped square on her head. May sound ridiculous, but she come out a lot better being dropped face first. I mean, very dangerous position. Alivia Rose down, but not out.
And it demonstrates the strength of Rocky Radley. Rocky just, from the gym to everything she does in the ring, Rocky is insanely strong for her size, and you've seen it throughout the matchup. And of course, nice as Rocky was coming into things, a little bit of a mean streak.
Yeah.
When that mean streak comes out, I don't want to be on the other side of it, as you're seeing here for poor Alivia Rose.
Taking that 5 count and taking advantage of it, unfortunately, for Alivia Rose. Chuck issuing a warning to Rocky, but really nothing he can do. This isn't soccer. We don't have yellow cards to issue for everybody who trips and falls down.
And now Olivia's coming back. You saw that strike there, hitting Rocky with the boot right into the midsection. Just when you thought Rose was making a comeback, Ron, stopped.
Like getting hit by a Mack truck right in the middle of the ring.
Exactly.
Every bit of that boot to the sternum. Now an abdominal stretch of sorts on a one knee, and has her opponent seated.
And well positioned. Here's the thing. You noticed earlier on there was a pinfall, and you couldn't help but notice Rocky went out of her way to keep rolling and rolling and rolling until Alivia was right in the center of the ring. And as Alivia is now fighting out of this submission, Rocky just so smart with her ring IQ.
100% in control, right smack dab in the middle of the ring. Fires in Alivia, who is in all kinds of trouble at this point, Trevin. But Rocky looking like she might be running out of gas a little bit there, too.
Ooh.
Yep, big telegraph. Eats the boot for her troubles.
Caught in the ropes. And this comes back to Rocky just having the answer for what Alivia throws. And good God, into that German just ricocheting out of the ropes. Alivia could be out.
You see the whiplash effect of her head on the canvas. She's got to be seeing stars at this point. Rocky rolling back into the ring like a cat playing with the mouse. Big forearm and another. Chuck Oren checking in closely. Nothing illegal being done. Beautiful lariat.
Yeah, you got to think there's some concern for Alivia. Pinfall. Alivia's still in this thing, but at what point is Alivia out on her feet? And I can't quite tell. We haven't gotten a shot of the eyes good enough that I can exactly see, but I got some concern here, Ron.
Yeah, she got her bell rung there earlier. There's no doubt about it. And it's been trying to shake off the cobwebs since. Tries to go up and over. Able to get her feet.
Yeah, going for the tornado DDT, does connect.
Beautiful. And how quickly the tide turns, Trevin.
Yeah, you beat me to it, Ron. And Alivia, just when we wondered, was she out? Instead, beautiful, the bed of roses connects. Is that going to be enough? No, wow. How did Rocky kick out?
I have no clue. We had about 2 3/4 there, and somehow Rocky just determined. Is it muscle memory at this point, Trevin, when you find yourself kicking out?
We're going to find out based on how Rocky reacts after both catching herself in the ropes and now taking back control. In fact, sliding through. This is very impressive from Rocky. Oh, good God, that ace crusher.
It's got to be it.
I think so, Ron. Hook in the leg. What?
Still not enough. Rocky Radley cannot believe it. Pounding the canvas in dismay and frustration.
How many times have we questioned what was left in the tank of Alivia Rose? Through the bomb. I think the young lady might be bleeding from the nose, but got hit with the boot there. In fact, yeah, she's definitely bleeding. You see it on Olivia's face. Rocky hits hard, Ron.
Might be a broken nose, but that beautiful enziguri. Hell, she kicked her so hard on the back of the head, that might be causing the nosebleed.
Rocky caught by Alivia, and Rose still having the energy, throwing it all at Rocky. Is that enough? Could it be? What?
Motivated by her own bloodshed, Alivia Rose uncorking an offensive flurry out of nowhere. She's got to be having a hard time breathing at this point, though.
Rocky was caught. Some people panic, some people persevere, but unfortunately, I think the perseverance could be over for Alivia. Is this it? It is.
Here is your winner, Radley.
What a physical matchup between Rocky Radley and Alivia Rose, and Rocky coming out on top, but not a match she's gonna soon forget, because Alivia Rose took her to the limit.
It was a great showing from both athletes. But tonight it was Rocky Radley digging deeper, throwing things into the extra gear, victorious. But again, Alivia Rose not panicking in blood, hitting harder. Great showing by this young lady.